knee hug glute bridge. So we're gonna go ahead and lay flat on our back. Okay. So we're gonna hug one knee, the other foot. We're gonna keep that knee in line with our second and third toe, and then we're gonna grab the ground, drive through the ground, and bridge. Okay. We're gonna pause for like 3 seconds and do as many as we can with good form, nice, slow, and controlled in a minute. Now, if that is easy, we can go ahead and either add weight to our hips or raise our bridging foot. Is this in frame? I hope this is in frame. So we can go here, right? Knee hug and bridge. We can also take away the knee hug if we have good control of our lower back and keep that leg straight and flat to the ceiling, and then drive up that way if we need to make it harder, okay? So there are various ways to make the glute bridging harder, but we want to make sure we're hinging, and if we don't have weight, then we have to manipulate the body position to try to make that exercise harder. So we're going to do 1 minute on one side, we're going to do 1 minute on the other, so that'll be 2 stations. That'll be 2 minutes of work, which is also 2 minutes of rest, so that's 4 minutes. From there, we're going to a bear hold bird dog. So if in case this is too easy for you, wrist. So we're gonna go here into our quadruped position. Sorry, let me shake my wrist out, something's caught in there. And then we're gonna come up an inch off the ground so our knees are hovering. That is our bear hold position. From there, you're gonna go ahead and pin the towel down with one hand, grab the other side, palm facing in, go into that bear hold position, hand up, and then pull, 5-second hold on the tension, trying to rip that towel apart. And you're gonna do that for a minute, okay? And if you need to, you can start there and then drop to your knees as a modification, which is our modification, which is called a bird dog, which most of you have done before. So again, I'm just gonna go from the side. Sorry, something's wrong with my wrist and caught in there, it feels funny. So hands are gonna go directly underneath the shoulders, pushing that floor away, grab that towel, rip out to the side, and then if we can, we drive that leg backwards, hold for 5, bring that leg back in, relax the tension on the towel, and then do that again for the full minute. Okay, and then the next minute we'll do the other side. So again, left side, right side. You can start with the bear hold position and then work your way down to the bird dog with leg extension. So remember, if I'm pulling with my left arm, I'm extending my right leg, and vice versa. So you can work your way down the progression, because a minute's going to be a very long time, but you want to start with the hardest progression that you can do with good form, okay? From there, we're gonna go into a single leg squat. Oh, sorry, I lied. So you will need either weights, which most of you don't have, so don't worry about it, or you'll need like a chair or a bench. So I forgot we needed a bench. So single leg squat if you have no weights. So we can do other from the front. You have one of 2 options. We can go either here, single leg touch, and then come back up, making sure that we track our knee over our second and third toe. Or we can go with that assisted single leg squat where this foot can stay on the ground, sit, and then use this leg as little as we need to maintain a nice upright posture and alignment of our knee to come up on those squats. And we're gonna do a minute of those. Now, if you do happen to have weights, dumbbells, kettlebells, a big jug of water, whatever, and you do wanna grab that, you can go into a staggered squat. So holding the weight up here at your chest, stagger your feet. So one foot is forward, the other foot's toe is in line with the other foot's heel, and then we go into that squat. Okay, you can do either one of those. So if you have no weights, you're probably gonna go more to a single leg squat type of variation. If you do have weights, you're probably gonna go to a staggered stance variation, okay? If you really want to, you can go to a weighted single leg squat, but I'd probably do the staggered stance if you do actually have weight options, okay? So we're gonna go left side, right side again on that. So that'd be 2-4, that is exercise 6. And then the last exercise will be a supine isometric row. So you're gonna lay flat on your back. You're gonna bend your elbows at a 90-degree angle. They're gonna be out from your torso, maybe about 20-30 degrees. And then you're gonna tuck your tail and hold your abs in nice and tight. You're gonna drive your elbows into the ground as hard as you can, almost like you're trying to bridge and get your body off of the ground. So you're driving those elbows in. You can squeeze your hands nice and tight to make irradiation contractions through the rest of your body is what it's called. And you're gonna drive hard like you're trying to make your body lighter on the ground. So imagine that you're laying on like, we'll call it like a cargo scale, like a really big scale, and you're trying to make that scale weigh less. So you wanna try to elevate your body by driving your elbows into the ground, right? That's what we're looking for. And we'll go 5-second hold, relax, 5-second hold, relax. I don't want to do like a minute of constant tension driving down. That's going to be kind of ridiculous and pretty much impossible to hold max tension doing that. So that will be a 5-second hold, relax for a split second, shake it out, 5-second hold, relax, okay? Hey, Auntie. Any other questions there? So we have 7 stations. We're going to go through everything twice because I didn't even think about the math. If we did it 3 times, which would be the most you ever do this, it would be 41 minutes, and none of us want to be here on Instagram Live or Facebook Live for 41 minutes. So we're going to go 2 rounds. If you want to do a 3rd round, you can absolutely do that on your own, or if you're doing this on repeat, you can rewind halfway or set the timer for a minute on, minute off for 3 rounds of 7 exercises, which is 21 rounds, or 42 rounds if you're just counting how many minutes. Okay? So you can do that. Hopefully this is challenging enough. If any of you guys find this too easy, let me know, and I can let you know how to make it harder, either by adding weights. Let me know if you do have weights. If you don't have weights, let me know, and I can tell you how to manipulate your body to make that harder. FYI, my phone died. How did you type this if your phone died, Tim? Anyway, okay. Are you guys ready to go? So, does everybody have a towel and a chair or something to do their squats? So either weights for the squats or a chair, a couch, or whatever to do your single leg squats to, or sit on, your choice, whatever your fitness level is. We're still going to go ahead and warm up though, so go ahead and grab your towels right now if you need to. Your connection is a little spotty. Melissa, you might know better than I would. Facebook Live has been like that the whole time since they forced us to the new live producer. So I actually don't know if it's my internet or if it's just Facebook Live, because it has been only since they forced us over to the Facebook Live producer version. So I don't know how to clean it up or what might be the issue. If you know anything about that, please let me know. But I think it's Facebook. I don't actually know if it's my connection through Spectrum. Is anybody having any trouble on Instagram? Is it pixelated or anything? I know a couple of times we had that pixelated picture on Instagram, which that could be my internet. But the Facebook glitchy thing has been like for the last week and a half that they've been forcing the Facebook producer. You can switch. Okay. Yeah, I don't, other than that, I really don't know. That's why. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Facebook as far as how that's concerned. It's fine. Oh, this is Jenny. Oh, your phone died, so you're using Tim's phone. Got it. That makes more sense. Okay, thank you for letting me know that Instagram is fine. Did you guys all grab your towels and your water? If not, go get that. We will start with breathing. So laying on your belly. Let's go croc breathing. So hands in a diamond on your forehead. We're going to breathe into our belly. You're going to feel your belly press into the floor. It's going to expand into your lower back. You're going to do about 10 nice deep breaths. Think about taking 4 to 6 seconds to inhale. After a full inhalation, about a 2-second pause before you exhale for about 6 to 8 seconds, fully exhaling all of your air out. And then a 2-second pause before you go ahead and inhale. Okay, and you're going to do about 5 to 10 of those. You just want to feel your body kind of relaxing into that parasympathetic, all right? So let's go ahead and do that. Next big inhale through the nose, tongue on the roof of the mouth. So remember that exhalation should be longer than the inhale. I want you to inhale into your belly, try to expand. You should feel your lower back and your sides, your obliques expand as well. Try to get your traps and your shoulders to relax. With every breath you take, see if you can take a bigger breath on the next one. right, so from there, let's go into that Sphinx position. Elbows directly underneath the shoulders, push that floor away. Only so far that you can still belly breathe, and I want you to look up, look down, head down. You can do that for about 30 seconds. Keep doing that. I'm gonna turn my fan because it's like I'm sweating, just warming up. So make sure we're still maintaining that belly breathing. Your lower body should still be relaxed. So head up, look up, head down, look down. Eyes are leading where your head is going. All right, let's go into those head rotations. So look to the left, or eyes to the left, head to the left, spine to the left. Try to look at the underneaths of your feet or into your back pocket. You can go ahead and push that floor away to facilitate a little bit more rotation. Just make sure you're not pushing so hard that you're holding your breath. Again, remember we're still belly breathing, tongue on the roof of your mouth. Okay. From here, in about 5 seconds, we're gonna go into a leg lead roll. So you can stay in this position if you have the space on the floor. Reach your hands overhead into that Superman. And then I'm gonna go ahead and look over my left shoulder, reach with my left leg, get over to the other side, hold. I feel a nice pull on that bottom leg. It's just stretching because my glutes are probably tight on that side. Just catch a breath or two over there, look over the right shoulder, reach the other way. Really breathe into the belly here. You're gonna feel that front side oblique swelling really open up because you're in that nice stretch position. A lot of you might find a really good release there or a really good stretch when it's hard to take a nice deep breath there into that lower abdominal, just about your belly button or just below that, but to the outside or the lateral side of your body. Try to relax that upper body so that we're not pressing off the floor. All right, rocking, rolling. Let's go into rocking. So up onto your hands and knees. Remember, if you want to, you can go ahead and do elevated rocking, keeping your knees off the ground. We're just gonna push that floor away and rock forward and back. Looking at the horizon, maintaining that belly breathing, tongue on the roof of the mouth. All right. And then we're gonna do our crawling. So we can go ahead and forward and back crawl. You can do what's called access crawl, which is just crawling in circles. I'm gonna go ahead and flip over onto my back because my wrists are already a little tight for some reason today. And I'm gonna do a dead bug, so tailbone stays off the ground, and I'm gonna reach my opposing limbs away from each other. So any of those crawling variations is fine. And again, I feel my back popping, which means my core is not turning on, so I'm gonna shorten my range of motion and really focus on the engagement of my core and that pelvic neutral alignment so that my back does not pop. It doesn't hurt, but it shouldn't be popping. That's a lower core activation issue and a over dominant trap pec issue. And then from here, we're gonna go into those cross crawls. So I'll go ahead and stand up and just cross crawl, touching opposite arm to leg. Okay? Do that. I'm just gonna check Instagram and Facebook while you're doing that for about 30 seconds to a minute. Just making sure. All right, guys, are we good? Okay, so does anybody have any questions before we start? So remember, you need a towel, ideally. If you don't have one, not a big deal. We can still do those bird dogs or that bear hold position bird dog without one. It's just better with. You'll get more core engagement because of the lat activation. And then for the squat variation, whether you have a couch, a chair, something to do a single leg squat on, or whether you have some weights, then you can do the staggered stance squat. That's also a fine alternative. We just want some kind of squat pattern. But not everybody has weights, kettlebells, dumbbells, anything significant to carry for a challenging weight. So we use body weight as the challenge, which means we're just going to go into a single leg. So I'm checking real quick. I do not see anybody with questions. So we're good? Everybody has their stuff? All right. So we're going to go ahead with that knee hug glute bridge. If you need a harder variation, please let me know and I can go ahead and help you find a harder variation. I'll move on this side so at least you can see it better. I'll help you guys find a harder variation, whether you do have weights or you don't have weights, for the single leg glute bridge. I'll move this up here. Okay, we good? We ready? Hey, Sue. One last check. No issues. Cool. All right, guys. So we have a 10-second countdown. Let's go with your non-dominant side. So for me, I'm right-legged, so I'm going to use my left leg first. I'm going to hug my right. Where's... All right, I guess that's how you play it now. Okay, so get yourself set up. So I'm going to do a foot elevated knee hug glute bridge. Oh, bridge, go. Sorry, I'll fix the timer. I don't know what's going on. I think it died. So 3-second pause. Sorry, hug. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your knee stays in alignment as you bridge. A lot of you are going to want to see your hips shift this way for me, or your knee collapse in that way. Really fight that. Keep your second and third toe, knee, hip, and shoulder in one straight line. Hug that knee so that you don't press out of that lower back if you have a history of bridging with that lower back. We don't want to arch that back. We want to use the glutes and hip flexors. Probably one more. And relax. Let me figure out what's going on here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're good. Turn this up a little bit. Hopefully that was the only problem. We got about 30 seconds and we're going to do the other leg. So this timer's off. I'll just reset that manually. What number is it on? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. We're good. The other day I messed it up. Okay, get yourselves ready. We're going to go in 10 seconds. I'm going to fast forward this timer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dominant leg, glute bridge. Knee hug the other side, bridge, hold. 2, 3, down. Tuck your tail. Keep your rib cage down from flaring. There should be one flat piece, right? I shouldn't be able to get my fingers underneath my rib cage. Drive. Get this as straight as we can. 1, 2. That was probably longer than 3. I didn't start counting at the right time. 1, 2, down. Bridge. Press through that heel. Make sure my toes are pointing forward. A lot of you guys are going to want to turn your knee or your foot that way. That way your knee stays in alignment. That's not the same thing. Bridge. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Down. Up. Dig. 1, 2, 3. Down. Just trying to watch the timer in case it's not going to beep at me. Hopefully it will be nice, because that would make my life a lot easier. There we go. Good. I believe we're going into the bear position or bird dog position exercise. So bird dog, so we're going to need our towel for this. I generally hold and pull this way, so I'm starting with my non-dominant. I'm gonna assume is this way. I'll try to turn. I'm not sure which way is better for the camera, so I'll go this way and pull. So remember, my palm's in, I'm rolling this up, and I'm gonna yank, turning on my lat, making sure my shoulder, I'll go sideways actually, because it seems to make more sense, because you should see that my knees are directly underneath my hips, my hands are directly underneath my shoulders. So you don't want to be here, right? We want to be here, okay? Push that floor away so we feel a stretch between the shoulder blades. So it's a 5-second hold, and then relax your body, okay? I'll do a couple in bear. I can't do the whole minute in bear though. So in bear, the knees are going to be off the ground. Hold there. Push that floor away hard. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Up. Pull. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can feel my hips wanting to turn, so I'm going to go into a bird dog. I'm going to go into leg drive. So pull. Drive that leg straight back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Knee comes down. Relax. Rip that towel out. Rip that towel in half. Straighten that leg out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that spine nice and flat. Drive that leg back. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you feel it arching in your back, go ahead and tuck your tail a little, right? I want a neutral spine. We're not trying to drive that leg up or hard back. It's just drive to turn on that glute. Okay, we're going to switch and do the other side. What was I going to say? If you have a mini band, you can put them around your feet for some resistance. What else? Yeah, we're not like donkey kicking or like doing anything crazy with the glutes. It's just drive that heel straight back, lock out, get this butt cheek to turn on. There's something else. I'm forgetting though. I don't know what it was. I was going to say something else about this exercise. I don't recall. Anyway, imagine you're balancing a glass of water on your lower back, right? We don't want the hips twisting or tilting. That's what we're trying to resist. That's why I got out of the bear position, because I couldn't do it without shifting my weight to one side and torquing a little bit. So, tension and pull. Drive that leg back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg comes in. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Keep going. If you want to make this harder and you don't want to go to the bear position, you can also move your hand in or your knee in, so it's almost like you're on a tightrope, and then pull and drive. That way your base of support's a lot smaller. See how much harder that was for me? Okay, so like it's almost like you're on a tightrope. So you can also do that if you want to make this harder without progressing to the next exercise up. Okay, just shorten your base of support. It doesn't mean go further out. It means just come in towards your midline. Okay. And just move one or the other. Try not to move both, because it might be too much for you. So pull, drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Okay. From here, I believe we're going to a squat. I will work on my single leg squats, rather than using all the weights that I have access to in the gym. How we doing here, guys? Where are all these new people on Instagram? Great to have you guys. I don't know who stuck around, but... So, single leg squat. I'm going to start on my non-dominant, which is my left leg planted on the ground. I'm going to try to do single leg squats with a just touch and go, right? So I'm just going to touch the box and stand up. I'm going to try not to sit. Yeah, I may not last very long. So here, no assistance, touch, and then come up, right? I didn't actually put my weight on the seat. That one I sat forward a little bit too much. I could feel it in my knee, feel it in my toes. My heel came up a little bit. I'm gonna keep my heel on the ground. I think it's gonna help me a little bit. Take some pressure off of my knee. The other option is I'll sit actually. It feels more challenging for me to keep my leg off the ground the whole time and allow myself to sit and then stand and keep my leg on the ground. So whatever feels like works best for you, do that. Oi! We're switching to the other side. In order to do the bear correctly, should you also be able to pull while you're hovering? Correct, you should. Hey, Oliver. How's, I believe Texas is where you moved to? How's Texas going? But yeah, Cheryl, you should, the pull is mandatory, right? On those bird dogs, the pull has to happen to turn on the lat. Now, whether you can hold your knees off the ground while pulling, so that you only have your toes and that one hand on the ground as contact while still keeping your hips flat and level. You could, if the bird dog's too easy, widen your feet a little bit more, so you have a wider base of support, a wider three-point stance on that bear. You can also try that. So my right leg's a lot stronger, easier for me to touch and go without any knee issues. Whew. But that still burns. Does that make sense, Cheryl? That pulling of the arm is a non-negotiable. We must activate the lat to get better core engagement. And then it's whatever you can do from the lower body. From there, whether it's extend that knee, go into that bird, the bear hold. If you want to go into a wider bear, you could do that. Oi! Oh, almost got stuck. Oh. No, both feet are on the ground. With that exercise, there's always 3 points of contact. Either one hand and two knees, in which case your feet don't have to be on the ground, or it's not always 3 points of contact. Obviously, if you're doing the leg extension, it's 2 points of contact. So in the bear hold position, it's your two toes on the ground. I had two feet worth of toes, and then the one hand. Your knees are off the ground. So left foot, your left toes and your right toes are on the ground, and your one hand. If you want to be tricky, you can go to a bear hold, pull with extending of the opposite leg, which means you're going to be on your toes and your hands in that bear position. We're going into supine isometric rows. So we're laying flat on our back, 5-second intervals. Drive hard, make your body light. 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Tension, squeeze your hands and drive. Make your body lighter off the ground. Remember last time we did this? If you need to make this harder, you can extend your legs out straight and try to lift your whole body off the ground like you're trying to do an upside down plank. Drive, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I also want you to squeeze your hands, squeeze your armpits in tight, drive everything, try to squeeze everything in together. It's called irradiation. It causes your other muscles to contract harder. Try to relax the neck though. I feel my neck tightening up and I'm cheating. So I'm trying to extend my neck longer to shut off my traps. Whew. One more. 1, 2, 3. All right, that is one round. We got one more round to go. Any questions so far? Cheryl, did that answer your questions about the bird dog? What did we start with? Oh, knee hug. Oh, shoot. Knee hug glute bridge. Oh. The good thing about this is we're only doing 2 rounds. It's already halfway there. How lovely. Whew. I'm sure I'm sweating this much just because it's a hot box in here. Ugh. All right, guys. Non-dominant. I'm doing my left. Knee hug, bridge. 1, 2, 3. Drive. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're not feeling in your lower back. Tuck your tail. If you are, I'm holding like this because my leg is so sweaty, like I can't hold my knee. It'll slide. So I'm just trying to lock in so I don't have to worry about form nearly as much because the lock will hold my lower back in place. Whew. One more. Oh. We're gonna go the other leg. Whew. How we doing here, guys? Yup, I don't know what the yup is to. Hopefully that means no more questions. I really don't remember what question I asked. Alright, we're going to do the other side in 15 seconds. Oh, Charlotte, I didn't get to call today, so I will call tomorrow. Like, today just got away from me. I was trying to fix some stuff on the online training app. Knee hug, drive, hold, 2, 3. Drive, hold, 2, 3. Whew. Try to breathe. Oh. Ha. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is burning. Oh, I can't imagine what 3 rounds of this feels like. Oh. All right, going to those bird dogs. Woo. Getting dizzy. How are we doing? Questions so far, guys? We all dying? Too tired to type? I'll face this way. Side angle. See if I can do a couple. Oh God, that just was funny today. So you can go wider, Cheryl. I just widened my feet, right, for that bear to keep my hips nice and stable. And that feels better. I don't think I'm going to hold that bear the whole time even when I'm resting. So From here, I'm gonna go back up, pull, keep the hips flat. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down. Does that make sense? Obviously, it's way harder, so I'm taking a lot more rest in between each rep. Keep that back nice and flat. I just felt my body wanting to round. I'm gonna try and narrow my feet just a little bit so I can feel my form a little bit more off. We're probably still relatively acceptable. Oh, all right, I gotta go back to my knees. It's killing my wrist. So, knee drive, reach. Whew. Whew. All right, we're gonna go. How's it going, Kavigo? Gonna go bird dog the other way. Any of you have an opinion on whether me facing the camera or me facing sideways on the bird dog makes more sense or is more helpful? If you do, let me know. I'm gonna pull this arm now. 5 seconds. So I'll do a few of the bear and see what happens. So wider feet, press that floor, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I felt my hips twist, so I tried to twist the opposite direction and fight it, right? So you can always just crack that way. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I'm gonna shake it out because I can feel myself cheating and holding my breath. Just trying to keep that level of difficulty. I'll maybe do one more, see how it goes. Oh, all right, starting to cheat. Gonna go to the bird dog and just narrow my stance. One more. Oh. Single leg squats. Whew. So, left leg for me, non-dominant, single leg squat. I'm gonna turn this fan. Jesus. So I'm gonna probably sit on this one rather than touch and go. I'll do the first one, I'll try to do the first one touch and go and see how my knee feels. I usually feel like a good amount of pressure in this front part right here. So I am very careful with that. Nope, can't do the touch and go. So we'll put a little bit of weight on the seat. That is fine. So move slow enough that you can control where your knee goes, right? Stay in line with that second and third toe. Grab the ground, grip the floor, press away. So my up feels a whole lot smoother and more controlled than my down. Just things to notice, right? So you know where to work, where to try to engage more. So I get in 2 more. Oi! Woo! 2 more stations. Just make sure nothing. Yep, nothing. Okay. Ah! Everybody doing all right? Anything too easy for you guys? That's mainly what I want to make sure of. Nothing's too easy, because most of you guys don't have weights or equipment. So, just want to make sure everything's challenging enough. So right now I'm feeling this right here, which means I'm probably cheating and shrugging, so I got to be conscious of that. So I'm using my core and not my traps, right? I don't want to be cheating using other stabilizing muscles. Probably means some variation that I'm doing is too hard. Holy! 7 more seconds left. Sheesh. Oh. Oh, that burns. One more. Oh, God. That one felt like my leg wanted to buckle. Almost. My leg locked out before I stood up. All right, last exercise. I love this one because at least I get to lay on the ground. It does suck though because isometrics, doing it correctly without cheating and shrugging and all that other stuff is not easy to do. So make sure you're not using your traps. We're not up here. Dig those elbows into the ground. Try to get your body to be lighter. Whew. Legs straight. If knees bends too easy. Again, no traps. I don't want to feel your neck or your chin jet out. Tuck your chin. Give yourself a double chin. And hold that double chin the whole time. Whew. Tuck my tail. Drive. 1, 2, squeeze in the hands. 3, 4, 5, relax. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Tuck my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Drive. 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Jesus, how much more time do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. All right, we are done. Whew. 2 rounds. Nobody's staying here for 41 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and stop that timer. End timer. All right, guys. Any questions about this? We'll go over foam rolling. What would I foam roll? That kind of stuff. How we doing? You're very welcome. Whew. All right, guys. So, based upon the exercises we did, not based upon your lifestyle, traps for sure. Want to roll those. Even up here in the neck, down to over here by the collarbone shoulder. Get all of that. You want to roll quads, the front of your thigh, hip flexors, because even on the single leg squats, with that floating leg not working, I guarantee you a lot of you, including myself, were tensing up that hip flexor on that floating leg for stability. Okay? Adductors. Foam roll those, because those of you who don't have glutes that turn on, your adductors were probably collapsing in and turning on to stabilize your knee. Calves. Probably grabbing the ground a lot or tensing up your calf when you dug in your heel for those glute bridges or those single leg squats. So foam roll the calves. Remember, there are 3 parts to your calves: the outside, the middle, and then the inside. So find the area that's the tightest. For most people, it's down here by the teardrop, or like 2 inches above, right in that meaty part. Okay? So make sure you guys are rolling that on both sides so we don't get any kind of knee, lower back issues. Make sure you're rolling here so you don't get any protruded forward shoulders or headaches as this gets tight and pulls on the base of your skull in the back where your what's called a suboccipital is. All right? You're very welcome, Auntie.